Good morning and welcome to the homestead.
Good morning, guys.
Well, it's a beautiful day today. We're going to get out bright and early because it's going to be in the upper 90s all this week. And
Actually, it's supposed to be 110 on Thursday and Friday.
yeah, Thursday and Friday is 110. And we've got a big event coming up this Friday.
We do.
Denise Grady, her baby cake's birthday bash is coming up.
Yep.
So we're super eager to be part of that. And then we have the Independence Day day at the lake on Saturday.
To meet up at the lake.
That's right. So big week this week, but we're going to get out there and we're going to get in the garden, and we thought we would take you guys along and show you how our garden's going. All right, guys, we're coming into our garden here on the western side. Excuse me. Get over here so Missy's in the shot. Oh, that sun is bright.
It is. It's peeking up over the trees right now.
It is. So we are here. Let me show you. We are here in our viney area. So what this is where we have our pumpkins and acorn squash, butternut squash, and spaghetti squash.
Yep.
And we've got like 100 plants in this area. But let me show you what we got going on, guys. Right here, you can see we now have little butternut squashes here. Look at these guys go.
Yeah, they came up fast. We just planted these.
Yeah, these all came up really fast.
Yeah.
So we're really happy with it. So this is like 15-18 feet across, and it's like 70-80 feet long. I didn't break out a tape measure and measure it, but it's a good sized little area. And then you can see just behind that we have Missy's corn. Let's go check that out. So here's Missy's row of corn, and this is ornamental corn, right, Missy?
Yeah, it's ornamental corn.
So what's going on with your corn?
Alright, so most of the corn looks good. But these stalks over here have fallen over, and I've noticed that we have some kind of little bug eating at the roots.
Yeah, it's pretty early this morning, but you can see those guys?
Yeah.
Let's see. Where are they
Not
there?
really
See
sure.
them? Crawling around there. And they just completely eaten the root right away. These 4 or 5 stalks, they won't stand up anymore.
No, we're probably just going to have to pull them right now and let the rest of them do their thing. But these, we're just going to call it a loss. So, go from there.
Yeah, we're probably going to put some diatomaceous earth in where the roots were.
Yeah.
Because if that bug is eating away at the roots of this corn, we don't want them moving up the row.
No,
so
we don't. So
we're going to try and get rid of them that way. So that's where we're at with the corn. Not 100% success, but we've done all right.
Yeah.
Now here, let me show you guys. we have 1, 2, 3 blank rows. Okay? But those rows are not going to be blank for very long.
No.
And what do we have planned? I think, isn't tomatoes going to go in one of them?
We have another row of tomatoes going in.
And a row of peppers going in.
And a row of hot peppers.
Hot peppers going in.
Yeah.
And
so
then
we're still unsure about the last row before the corn.
Yeah.
I want to try to get some
watermelon,
watermelon,
watermelon.
but we're not sure if it's
it's
gonna
pretty
be too late or not.
Yeah, I think it's too late in the season. We should have jumped on that a little earlier, but
we've got a lot going on.
No, and we're in the beginning of July, and although summer is just heating up, well, we're almost in the beginning of July. We're at the end of June. Although summer is really just heating up, we've learned that you need to get started 2-3 months ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So we're actually thinking about our fall garden and what we're going to do there. So this last row by the corn, that might stay blank for 2-3 weeks more so that we can get some fall crop in there.
Yeah.
And then we'll start moving the fall crop across. But let's go down here and take a look at what we got next. You can see we've got the holes are all burnt in, and there's some tomatoes up there at the top. This is also going to be a full tomato row.
Yeah, we have our tomatoes. We have our tomatoes for that row already in our greenhouse and ready to put in here. We just need to get out here and plant them.
That's right. And the hot peppers are in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
So we just need to throw them in, but we're trying to do succession planting. So, you're in.
I know.
There you go.
The sun is shade and sun.
There we go. Look at that pretty face. So we're trying succession planting, so that's kind of why all our tomatoes aren't in at the same time. But here, we do have a full row of tomatoes. And you can see these little guys, they're doing okay.
These are, a later tomato that I put in.
That's right. But we do have flowers.
Yep. And lots of fruit on there.
And look. We have little tomatoes, guys. Where are they? There they are. Little tomatoes and another little tomato. So these ones are doing just fine. And we're pretty happy with our progress. And then in our next row, what's in our next row, Missy?
The next row has 2 kinds of squash. We have summer squash and zucchini, and we also have at the top some cucumber.
That's right. But they're just planted from seed, so those are coming up too.
Yeah, those are just starting to come up.
So let's take a look at that.
Those are just starting to come up right now. So this is our actual second row of zucchini and squash. That's a bug.
That's a bug. Let's go up here, guys, so we can show you some of the other ones that are. She planted these a couple weeks ago, and look at them.
Yeah.
Look at those little guys. So they're doing really good. They're coming up, and let's go to the top.
Now that we're in a little bit of shade.
And then she planted these about a week before that, and you can see they're all coming up.
And then right at the top, these are cucumbers, which are patio champions that I planted. Oh, they've been in the greenhouse for a while.
That's right.
I've planted them probably about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So
those are doing.
Those are doing well, and we
should
be getting cucumbers off of those soon.
Yeah. Yeah, look at all the flowers on there, guys.
See a little cucumber down here.
Oh, yeah. So those are doing really well. We're really happy with that. And then in our next row, Well, you can see these are doing much better.
These are a second planting of cucumber in this row.
That's right. Let's show you that. So, these guys are getting nice and big. Look at them. And they go all the way down the row. And all of our rows are pretty much 70, 75 feet. I mean, there's a couple that stretch out a little back by the viney area, but they're doing pretty good. And let's step over that row. Oh no, Missy's giving me the high sign to go see what she's got going on. Hold on, wait a minute. Look at the boys are just outside the fence. They're sticking with us no matter what.
They're not allowed in the garden.
Oh, look at this cucumber patch.
So these are long slicing cucumbers. I don't remember the actual name, but they are doing awesome.
Look at that guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
We have another
and there's
one
another
there.
one there. And then there's another one down there.
So these are mixed in with some of our pickling cucumbers.
That's right.
So
that's a pickler. That's a big old pickler.
Harvesting.
Those are some of the long ones.
Yeah, that's a slicer. And then we have tons of picklers coming in down here.
That's right. These are our picklers. Oh my goodness, look at that thing.
Yeah.
Oh my, look at, compared to my hand, guys, look at it. It's gigantic.
Yeah, there's a lot down here too.
Yeah.
That are coming in.
Flowers, flowers, flowers. And cucumbers everywhere. Super excited about that.
This was one of our first cucumber patches that we put in the garden.
That's right.
So that's why these are coming up so well right now.
Yeah, yeah. And hopefully our succession plan will work.
Yeah.
And we'll harvest off this one, then we'll harvest off the full row, then we'll harvest off the next row, and everything will work out great. What do we got past that? Why don't you show them, Missy?
So this is at the top, it's only like a quarter of cucumber because I did a whole row of cucumber. But down the rest of this row is our squash and zucchini.
Let's see. Oh, look at that, guys. Looking good. Look at that plant right there. That thing is, it's a jungle.
So,
what kind of squash is that? Look at that in there.
This is called a white bush squash. I've never grown this before, and most of the seeds that I had did not germinate, and this is the only plant in our garden that we have. So we'll see what happens with it. I'm not really sure if the seeds were good or what happened.
Yeah, we might have done something wrong.
Yeah.
It's been a learning process here at the farm.
It has been. But down on this end, we have...
Oh, look at that.
Squash, summer squash. So those are doing well. We have a bunch of summer squash over here. Look at all those guys.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Some on the other side. So these few plants are summer squash, and then we get down here to our zucchini.
Oh, look at that. There's a nice looking zucchini right there.
There's a couple of nice ones over here too. Look at these guys. Look at those.
Oh yeah,
one
look
on
at
the
those.
other side. They're doing well.
Nice.
So.
And zucchini going all the way down.
Yeah.
All right, guys, hold on one second. I'm looking at the viewfinder and I see that I got my battery flashing, so let me go change the battery and we'll get right back on to the next row.
Alright guys, we are back. The battery has been changed, so we should have enough power. So down in this row here, we have more tomatoes. And these are on temporary stakes right now until we finish getting them trellised.
Now we are basically in the tomato
We are.
jungle now, because what are we going to end up with? 5, 6 rows of tomatoes?
Yeah, we're going to end up with 6 rows of tomatoes.
6 rows at 70 plus feet of tomatoes.
So there's a variety of tomatoes. There's a bunch of cherry tomatoes. We have some beefsteaks.
Look at that guy.
Some Romas.
Now guys, I know you just saw a little white powder on that tomato. That is perfectly fine. So
it's diatomaceous earth.
It's diatomaceous earth. Mm-hmm. It is all natural. It's crushed fossils and seashells. Because we have a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
And I'll show you what that is in this next clip. All right, we're in our garden. We're in our tomato rows. We're going to do a little bit of hornworm hunting.
Yeah. There he is.
Little bugger.
Trying to eat our tomatoes. Alright, let's pick them off.
Squash them.
We should have brought a bucket. Okay.
Alright guys, hornworms, huh? Crazy.
Yeah, I can't believe they're trying to decimate our tomatoes.
Yeah, they did. They decimated some of our tomatoes. Yeah. Hold on, I'm going to go over and I'm going to show you what a hornworm can do to a tomato. Give me 1 second. Alright guys, this is what happens when a hornworm comes in. So there's a little bit of leafy growth there, but look at it is just completely eaten away all the way around. And the one next to it, look at that poor little guy. There's almost no, there's 1 leaf, 2 leaves on the whole plant. And that is what happens when you have hornworms. Yeah. But we did a diatomaceous earth treatment, and as you saw last night, we went out and we went hunting them, and we got quite a few too.
We did. We found quite a few.
So,
but the plants that are not doing so well, we're just gonna pull those out and we're gonna replace them. We have plenty of tomato plants in our greenhouse. That
oh, absolutely.
Planted,
oh, absolutely. So we've got more tomato plants than we can deal with. So,
all right, guys. So we are down here in our Roma patch, and we do have a variety of different kinds of Romas. So some of these are VF Romas and Martino Romas, and look at those clusters already. Look at them over there. Look
at that.
Those are beautiful tomatoes.
Yes,
we are just waiting for them to ripen so that we be able to do something with them.
That's right. Yeah. And we plan to do not only sell tomatoes, but we make a lot of salsa, we make a lot of sauce,
yep,
a lot of chili, and we can all that so that we have it throughout the winter. So it takes a lot of tomatoes to make that work, but I'm going to let Missy come around in front of me because this is Missy's pride and joy right here. Why don't you tell them about it, Missy?
Okay, so I absolutely love Sweetheart cherry tomatoes, and this year we probably planted probably 1.5 rows of Sweetheart cherries, and then we also planted some yellow gooseberries. Now some of these still need to get trellised up here.
They do, and the hornworms got at them a little bit.
They did get at them a little bit, but we were trying to... Yeah, like this tomato is gone.
Yeah.
But
But here, look at this, guys. Look at.
We have some really nice clusters on here.
Look at that.
You can tell that they were trying to eat at the
Yeah,
tomatoes.
they are. But they are looking fantastic. And hopefully you guys can see them because they're everywhere in there.
Yeah, they are. Look at those clusters down there.
Oh, look at that one. Look at that. Just drooping with tomatoes.
So this was the second row that I planted. The first row that I planted is actually over on the other side and much taller.
Yeah.
They're actually above the trellising right now. And we do have some that are actually ripening.
Oh, let's go over and check those out. Look at them all, guys. They're just crazy, the amount of cherry tomatoes we have.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let me see if I can get in there on that beauty right there. Look at that. Oh, that looks wonderful. What do you think? Oh, we might have a pickable one.
I know.
Let's see.
Look at the cluster on this.
Look
at all those cherry tomatoes. That's why this is one of my favorites, because the cherry tomatoes really do well out here.
Yeah, they're doing fantastic. And the cherry tomato is it's a scraggly. Hold on, guys. The cherry tomato is a little bit more scraggly in its appearance, the plant itself. It doesn't get, we'll show you when we get farther down.
Well,
it doesn't get bushy as much as it stays viney, but it produces
do a lot
tons.
Of pruning on my suckers.
No.
So it does, it looks wild.
Yeah.
There are shoots everywhere.
It doesn't look wild, guys. It is wild. It's totally wild.
But they're still doing really well. So, I mean, look at these.
Yeah, no, they look fantastic. Oh, look at that. We missed one last night. Let's see if we can get it for the folks.
Look at that.
Look at that little bugger.
He's got to go.
Oh, yeah. See you later, buddy.
Just take the whole thing. We should be feeding them to the chickens, but
I'm not walking down there.
yeah, the chickens are down the other end. So.
And that would have went through this whole plant and just ate until it burst.
But I could tell that he was eating off of this
look
part.
At that. Yeah, sure was.
So.
Well,
yeah, that's why it's important to come out and inspect your tomatoes on a daily basis and try to get in here, really look at what's going on.
Nice. All right. Oh, we got another big cluster down here. Let's go check it out, Missy.
We have more than one.
Oh.
Look at them.
Look at those guys. Look at
all
that.
These guys. This actually needs to be pulled up.
Sure does.
Shouldn't really be dragging on the ground here.
Well, we're going to be in here later this afternoon.
But the other thing that Eric had found is we had these curtain rod hooks that were for our gazebo curtains. And we had tons of them extra. So he used them to tie up some of our plants.
Yeah, and it just clips right on.
And they work perfect.
Yeah, guys, they just clip right on.
Yeah.
And they'll clip off, and you can move them as the plant grows. It works perfect. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh, we need more of these. All right, let's see if we can make it to the end of this row. Now we're coming up on our peppers. Let's take a peek at those.
These are our sweet peppers. So right now they're kind of small.
They are.
It looks like we had a little bit of pest damage in here.
A little bit. But if you look, guys, going down this way, you will see this kale and then some open area up on this row right there. So we are planning to have a full row of peppers here and a half row of peppers over there. Now all those peppers are in the greenhouse ready to go. We just need to get out here and get them in the ground, and that's going to happen within.
Yeah, once we harvest the rest of our kale.
Yeah, then we'll work that area a little bit, and then we'll put them in. So as we move up, I'm going to show you what's in the row next to it. So over here, this is our eggplant, and I believe, oh, look at that down there.
We have little eggplants, but it looks like something's getting at it.
Well, no, it's fine.
Okay.
It's perfectly fine.
Just the leaves.
We have another one sprouting up right there. And then we have one right here. Look at that guy. So, and we've got, what, another dozen eggplants?
Yeah, as soon as the kale comes out, we'll finish putting the rest of the eggplant in. And then
that'll go in here, and then the top will be peppers, and then peppers coming all the way down this row right here. So let's go up and take a look at that red Russian kale, which is pretty much at the end of its life here.
It is. We did
for the springtime.
Some of the leaves are still harvestable, but we've had a problem with pests in here, just like everything else.
Well, and this kale is getting ready to be chicken food because it's going to get too bitter.
Yeah.
So we didn't put a lot of effort into putting diatomaceous earth on it because we knew we would be pulling it out very soon. And if the bugs are over here eating the kale, which we're not going to harvest for sale anyway, then maybe they'll stay away from the rest of the stuff. So it is kind of that thing. So, but that is going to be coming out, and peppers and eggplants will go in there. Look at that. That is our okra. Now, this okra it's kind of my baby. What do you think, Missy?
I think it's looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And some of the seeds that didn't germinate, he replanted.
Yep.
So we do have baby okras in there coming up, but we even have okra pods already.
Yes, we do. Let's go down here and see what we can find. So this okra on this side here, this whole row, that is heavy hitter okra, and then this row is a mix of different kinds. So if you look, you can see these stems are kind of red, so you can see them going down. That's heavy, that's Alabama red okra.
Yep. And this plant over here actually has some...
Oh, little pods coming up on it.
It has pods.
Look at that.
So we'll have okra soon. But look, Japanese beetles are everywhere.
Yeah, we need to diatomaceous earth this.
Yeah, they're just
They'll
eating
eat it to
away
death.
at the leaves.
And then in here, this is what Missy was talking about. So some of them didn't germinate. So I waited a little bit and I planted. I got some of that over here so that we'll get like a succession.
Yeah.
But these okra should produce all season long once they get to maturity.
Yeah, they like the heat.
Now this one down here, you can see it doesn't have that red tint to it. That is going to be, I forget the name of this one. It's heavy hitter maybe?
No, crimson spineless.
Crimson spineless is this row over here is crimson spineless.
So it's either heavy hitter or Star of David.
Star of David, that's what this is. This is the Star of David okra. and it's doing well.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting little pods in
We
there.
are.
So really happy with the okra. And stand next to that so they can see how tall that
I know,
is.
it's really tall. It's
Like-
like already at waist high.
Yeah. So they're doing really, really well. And then down here, this is our heavy hitter. This is the heavy hitter okra in here. And you can see I got a little pod right there. I got a couple of other little pods
Yep.
right in there.
I'm really coming up. Here's a good sized one.
What do you got there? Oh yeah, look at that guy.
So
These 3 rows, this one, and this one, are our open ground rows. If you look, all our other rows have the weed fabric. So in this row, let's see if I can get down there, guys. I just sowed some radish and some beets. And that's going to go up to about there. And then from there up to about there, that's radish. And then above that, that's radish again. And we're doing the succession planting. What do we got over here in our lagoons row?
okay, so these, a lot of them are ready to harvest already. These are called long beans.
Look at those things. That's like 2 feet long.
I know, these are huge. So these are doing really well. And actually they taste just like green beans. You just get more out of it.
Yeah, and I thought it tasted like a little bit sweeter to me.
They do. They have a sweeter taste to it.
They do. But look
so-
at this. Let me go down the. Look
Yeah.
at them all. They're
Like
everywhere,
we have tons,
guys.
but we have a lot that need to be harvested. So
Yeah.
those will be going to the farmer's market on Wednesday, definitely.
Yeah.
And
Let's-
all the flowers, they flower out, they turn into little pods like this, and then the pods fall off, and that's when they start growing these little beans.
Yeah. Little bean sprouts right out of it.
Yep.
Like right here, guys. See it?
Yeah.
See a flower, then a pod, and then the bean comes
Mhm.
out. And they don't take long. They grow pretty fast.
Joe, look at these things. Look at
Oh, look at those ones. Those are.
Yeah.
That's what we want to be harvesting.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, these are on the ground, so we
Yeah.
need to really get those.
Yeah, we'll be out here picking those.
So this whole row of trellising has all the long beans on it.
That's right. Oh my goodness, look at this one.
I know, right?
Look at this. This is from there all the way down.
Oh yeah. This
Oh wait,
one.
let me get a better shot. Right there, guys. That one all the way down to there. That's probably 2 feet.
Yeah. Look at those.
Those are
I
incredible.
know.
And then down here, what do we have?
So then we come to our bush beans. So we have some yellow wax beans and some green beans. But as with the other crops, what didn't come up from seed, I replanted. So we have some baby plants in here that haven't produced anything yet. But we have tons of green beans and yellow beans. This one,
Oh,
Yeah.
is that a yellow bean?
yeah, these are yellow beans over here that need to be harvested still. Our yellow beans did a little bit better than our green beans this year. So I'm not sure why, but
Well, maybe they just like our
Yeah.
soil and our climate. You never know.
yeah, we did get some green beans, but not as many. Like this is a green bean.
Yeah. That's a potted bean.
Yeah.
A pod, though.
Yeah, they're not actually. They're growing a bush, but they're not actually bush beans. I forgot the name of them, but they are a type of green bean.
Yeah, they're similar in look and texture to like
Yeah.
a snap pea or a snap bean.
Yeah.
And then here, this is our last bit of beans that we just planted a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
But here on the other side, guys, this is what I was talking about with the radish. So this is a bed of radish, and then this is the next bed of radish.
So if you come over here and look at these guys, these are Easter egg radishes, and some of these are ready to come out.
Yes, they are.
They're doing really well over here.
They're gonna be ready.
I mean,
look at this guy here.
look at some of the roots on this.
Oh. So that's gonna take us over here to our last row, guys. So in this last row right here, we have Swiss chard. Swiss chard goes down, and it goes down to about there, and it stops. Now, we're at the end of the Swiss chard as well. It's the same as the kale.
It's getting too hot.
Yeah.
For Swiss chard, so it's doing okay, but it's starting to get wilty.
Yeah, no, we're going to harvest that, and that's going to be the end until the fall. But if you look down here at the end, what do we have down here, honey? Is this beets?
So this is beets. And this was a second planting of beets.
That's right. And that goes down there. And then here's a third planting of beets that we need to sow a little bit more.
Yeah,
they came out a little thin, guys.
They did.
We're going to have to work it. And then in here, this is the last of our radish, the first radish that we planted.
Yeah.
So
and
these
are white icicle radishes.
That's right.
So we've already harvested some of these, but we need to get in here and harvest the rest of them. They're almost ready.
Yeah. And then once those come out, we'll put more radishes in there as well.
Yeah.
And then down here
was our first.
You can see this is our first first planting of beets. And you're going to ask yourself, wow, the beets have only grown that far since they first planted them. Well, here's the deal, guys. This beets and the radish going up, and the Swiss chard, and the kale, and the lettuce, and the beans, all that stuff that we had in our first 3 sacrifice rows. I pulled 7 groundhogs out of this garden. And they came in here and they devastated our spring harvest. Like right here, you can see we had a whole row of lettuce planted in with these beans, and they ate it all. They ate everything we grew. It was horrible. So these are coming back. They're doing pretty good. They're better than starting from seed again. So our beet production will be a late summer beet production.
Be a little later, but I think we'll still have a good harvest.
Yeah, no, I do too. All right, guys, that is our garden.
Although I do want to show you guys one more thing. So we're going to take a walk over to the side of the greenhouses, and I want to show you the mammoth sunflower that is doing amazing.
Oh,
and it's got a huge, like, the head on it is bigger than my head.
Yeah, let's take a look at that from here, guys. Look at that baby. Let's go check them out.
All right, so this is actually taller than I am. It's probably at about 6 feet, maybe even higher right now. But look at the head on that thing.
Oh, that is a beauty. That's the money shot right there, guys. Well, what a better place than here. Amongst, oh, where are you? I'm tripping over the sunflower. Oh my goodness. Let's get that baby in the shot. What better place to end our video than here in our sunflower patch?
Yep.
All right, guys, that is our garden. That is everything we got going on that is not in the greenhouse. If you want to see what's going on in the greenhouse, I'll leave a link to a video up there somewhere that'll show some of the stuff we got going on in the greenhouse.
Yeah, haven't been able to, I've been a little busy, haven't been able to do a greenhouse video lately.
No.
So, but there's a lot going on.
Yeah, no, we'll do one. We'll do one soon. All right, guys, thanks a lot for joining us. Remember, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that bell. It'll let you know every time we got a video coming out. Till the next one, we'll see you later.
All right, bye.
Bye.